guys, Melissa here with Keeping It Keto Lazy Style. I know it's been a while, but I am back and I'm going to be trying a new recipe today that I've never tried before, but I found it on Pinterest and it has pretty good reviews. So I'm going to be turning this cauliflower into a green chili mac and cheese, keto friendly, and it just sounds delicious. So I'm going to do a little bit of prepping and then I'll bring you back so we can put it all together. So to start off, I have a medium cast iron pan with about a tablespoon of butter melting, and once it's all melted, I'm going to add about a half of an onion and cook it until it gets nice and tender. Now that the onions are becoming pretty tender and have a nice brown color, I'm going to add a half a cup of heavy whipping cream. Now the recipe does call for celery, but I don't have any, and I don't really think it's gonna add a lot to the recipe, so I'm just gonna skip that part. This is gonna cook on medium heat until it is reduced and becomes thick. So this is getting nice and thick and has reduced, and the onions are pretty tender now. So I'm gonna just turn off the heat, let this kind of finish simmering, and let it start cooling down while I get the other ingredients all together. All right, not gonna lie, that took a lot longer than I ever expected, and I made a huge mess back there. But it so far seems pretty simple. It's just a lot of ingredients. So I'm gonna take you down and show you exactly what we put in this. So right here we have about 3.5 cups of the cauliflower. I chopped it up and then put it in the microwave, let it get cooked, and then I did about these bite-sized pieces. The recipe says to use riced cauliflower, but I wanted to have a little bit of texture and a little bit of chunk, so that's completely up to you. It definitely would have been 100 times easier to use the pre-riced cauliflower, but I know that this is gonna have a lot more flavor. So here's our onion and heavy cream mixture. Just gonna dump it right in here. It definitely did reduce nicely, nice and thick. Next up, I have a 1/3 cup of chopped hatch green chilies that are gonna go in, 1/2 cup of full fat sour cream, a 1/2 cup of Tex-Mex cheese, and a 1/2 cup of smoked Gouda. Let's give this a little stir. Ooh, so far so good. Now time for a little bit of seasoning. So I'm gonna put a sprinkle of salt. This is kosher salt. A shake of garlic powder. And we love garlic, so I put a little extra of that. Cumin. Same thing, we love cumin. And some black pepper. Stir this all together. And we should be good. Okie dokie, so I just tasted the mixture and I must say it is pretty dang good. So I have the oven preheated to 350 degrees and I'm gonna be using a cast iron pan. That's what we love to use, so that's what I'm using. The recipe says to use a 9x9 glass pan, so if you don't wanna use cast iron, please use that. So I'm going to go ahead and call in a little reinforcement to come help me because 2 is always better than 1. Alrighty, here's my love, Jared.
Hey guys! So glad Melissa's letting me be on her YouTube channel again.
Yes, lucky you. So it got a little bit dark on us, so we're using a ring light. So if you see it in my glasses, that's what that's about. So I need him to be my heavy lifter, and we're gonna be using one of his new cast irons, which is what?
It's gonna be my Stargazer 10.5 inch. So thank you, Stargazer, for this beautiful cast iron that Melissa and I absolutely love.
Yeah, that's a good thing. Now I get to use it too, so.
It's the best one we've ever had.
For sure. So let's go ahead and grab that.
All right.
All right, so like I said, we've been preheating this cast iron. Put a little bit of olive oil in there, that way this doesn't stick. So if you want to go ahead and put that in there for me.
I tell you what, this is smelling very good.
Right? I'm really excited to try it. I did take a little nibble, and honestly, so far so good.
You mean you tried this without me?
Well, I had to make sure I had enough seasoning, which
okay.
I did add a little bit of more seasoning than what I showed. Just like a few more dashes of everything, but definitely season to your own liking. So while he's doing that, I have the rest of my smoked Gouda here. We're gonna put that on top, and then my Tex-Mex cheese. So the recipe said to do a half a cup of each on top, but don't let anyone tell you how much cheese to use. So I just eyeball it until it looks good for us. Now this goes into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes until it's nice and bubbly and the cheese is melted. It's been 25 minutes, well actually 35 minutes because it cooked for 25 and then rested for about 10. So I think it's time to give it a try. So here's your spoon.
What the hell? Look at this big old spoon.
And I got a little one. I had to scoop it kind of with both because it is actually kind of runny. I was afraid it was going to be really dry, but it looks like mac and cheese, does it not?
I'll tell you, it smells legit.
So we're each going to get a bite, and we're going to actually try it at the same time.
I have a feeling that once it kind of cools off, it will set up some more.
Oh yeah, I think so too. It's still kind of hot, but I'm hungry.
All right, so
let's try it.
My first
Oh,
appearance,
I'm all ready.
I'm just gonna say, like, if you were to give this to somebody and they didn't know it was cauliflower, you would think it was honestly noodles.
Yeah.
So
it's the same color and everything.
It really is.
With the chunks, I think that really helped.
Cheers, babe.
Cheers. The cheese. It's spicy.
I will tell you this.
I got a little spice.
With everything that's blended into this, that cauliflower taste is not overpowering.
It tastes like noodles to me. I'm not even
I want to
kidding.
go that far. I mean, you still get the cauliflowerness, but I like it.
Oh, I got something hot.
I'll tell you what it is. It's that New Mexico green chili.
Yeah.
From my grandma. Thank you, Grandma.
Yes, thank you for giving it to us. Because it needs it.
I agree. This is very good.
I'm not even ashamed to take another bite. I think this is going to be a new favorite. So.
This could be something you guys could do at like a family barbecue.
We'll be right back. So I just want to thank you guys so much for joining me and watching my video, and I definitely will be putting out more videos for the rest of 2020. Definitely give this a try because it is game changing if you're missing that macaroni taste, and it is just honestly so good. The original recipe will be in the description box, so you can click on there, get everything how they did it if you don't want to follow exactly how I did it. So until next time, I'll see ya.